Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain you about pleiotropy. Pleiotropy or pleiotropic gene. We can say it as pleiotropic gene or pleiotropy. This is from the chapter 5, Principle of Inheritance, Standard 12. So this pleiotropy, it is the phenomenon in which single gene control different phenotypic expression, where single gene is responsible for multiple phenotypic expression, that is called as pleiotropy. So it is a phenomenon in which there is single gene which control different phenotypic expression, and many examples are there in this pleiotropy. First example is phenylketonuria. This is a genetic disorder. This is the Mendelian disorder, as genetic disorder is divided into two categories, Mendelian disorder and chromosomal disorder. This is the Mendelian disorder, phenylketonuria. Second example is starch grain size and shape in garden pea plant. And third example is sickle cell anemia. These are the example of this pleiotropy. What happened in the phenylketonuria? In phenylketonuria, there is single gene which is responsible for synthesis of phenylalanine hydroxylase, and this enzyme, the role of this enzyme is it converts phenylalanine to tyrosine. But as already I told you, what happened in the pleiotropy, the single gene control different phenotypic ratio. So this is the kind of this phenylketonuria is a disease. So what happened in this disease, when there is change in that single gene, when mutation takes place in that gene which is responsible for synthesis of phenylalanine hydroxylase, when there is defect in that gene or mutation in that gene which is responsible for synthesis of this phenylalanine hydroxylase, because the work of or the role of this phenylalanine hydroxylase is to convert phenylalanine to tyrosine amino acid. Why? Because if this phenylalanine it accumulates in the body, then what happens? It changes to phenylpyruvic acid. As a result, due to accumulation of this phenylpyruvic acid, that causes loss of hair, skin pigmentation and mental retardation. So due to the change in single gene, what happened in the phenylketonuria, it shows multiple phenotypic expression. What are the multiple phenotypic expression? Loss of hair, next skin pigmentation, and third one is mental retardation. These are the multiple phenotypic expression in case of phenylketonuria. Loss of hair, if I'll remove these two examples, because one by one I'll explain you. If you see, these are the things takes place in phenylketonuria. Phenylketonuria is a genetic disorder. Why this disorder is taking place? Because the gene which is responsible for synthesis of phenylalanine hydroxylase, that gene unable to synthesize this enzyme. Then what happened? The role of this enzyme is it converts phenylalanine to tyrosine. But as this phenyl, there is no synthesis of this phenylalanine hydroxylase because of defect in that gene which is responsible for synthesis of this enzyme. As there is defect in this gene and this gene unable to synthesize this enzyme, so the phenylalanine, it converted to phenyl pyruvic acid. As a result, accumulation of this phenyl pyruvic acid, there are multiple phenotypic expressions seen in this disorder. What are the multiple phenotypic expressions? Like loss of hair, skin pigmentation, mental retardation. Understood what is pleiotropy? Single gene, it shows multiple phenotypic expression because of lack of this enzyme, as this enzyme is synthesized by this gene. So defect in this gene causes accumulation of phenyl pyruvic in the body, and due to the accumulation of phenyl pyruvic acid, it shows this phenotypic expression. So this is one example of pleiotropy. Another example, phenylketonuria already over. The next example is in the garden pea plant. In garden pea plant, the starch synthesis, remember starch synthesis, size of starch grain and shape of starch grain is controlled. It is controlled by single gene. There is single gene BB. It control all this phenotypic expression. What I told you, pleiotropy means single gene control multiple phenotypic expression. So these are the phenotypic expression which is controlled by single gene. So for BB, suppose these are the multiple gene, like a single gene and multiple phenotypic expression. Due to this single gene, it shows these multiple phenotypic expression. In garden pea plant, the starch synthesis. Here, this a capital B for round shape and large size starch grain. And this one, BB, it is intermediate size and shape. Intermediate size, this is intermediate size and shape is also round here. Then the last one is this one, small bb. It is for wrinkle. This is for wrinkle and small size. So again I am repeating, this capital BB for round shape and large size grain, starch grain. This capital B and small b for intermediate size and round shape, and small bb wrinkle shape and small size. So these are the multiple phenotypic expression controlled by controlled by single gene B. Here the gene is B. The B gene, whether it is in the capital state, means in the dominant or the recessive state, the B gene control these three phenotypic expression. So it also comes under pleiotropy, where the single gene is responsible for multiple phenotypic expression. Then the last one, another example of this pleiotropy is, third example, sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia, here also due to point mutation in the hemoglobin chain. There are alpha and beta hemoglobin polypeptide chain are there, which regulate all the hemoglobin functions, and due to point mutation in the beta globin chain, point mutation in beta hemoglobin chain, that results in, it changes the shape of the RBC. It changes the shape of the RBC from biconcave or disc shape to sickle shape, and also change in hemoglobin structure, hemoglobin chain, hemoglobin structure. So due to point mutation, change in single gene, as there in, if there are like several amino acids are there in the beta globin chain, so what happen, at the 6th position there is point mutation. These are the amino acids present in the polypeptide chain of beta globin, hemoglobin, where there is change in 6th position of amino acid, that results due to the single gene, when there is defect in that gene and that unable to synthesize the correct amino acid in the 6th position, that results in change in the shape of the RBC, change in the hemoglobin structure. As there is lack of oxygen, there is a problem in the breathing. So these are the multiple phenotypic expression due to change in single gene. This also comes under pleiotropy. And about the sickle cell anemia total mechanism, that I will teach you in the genetic disorder content, in that content. So these are the 3 examples of pleiotropy. Then come to polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance, this is just opposite of pleiotropy. Polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance. What? Polygenic inheritance. What happened here? In polygenic inheritance, there are multiple genes, more than one gene, more than 2 genes, more than one genes, more than one gene are there for a trait, for a single trait, like A, B, C. 3 genes are there which control human skin color, which control human skin color. So these 3 genes A, B, C, it control human skin color. So as we all know that genes appear in pair, if we see the allelic pair like this, for one parent, if we see this is for one parent, and take the recessive form like this for another parent. This is parent 1, this is parent 2. Where those having this dominant gene or dominant allelic pair, their body secretes more melanin. There is more melanin production. Due to the more production of melanin, their skin tone are darkest. They are the dark, or you can say it as black skin color, completely black, due to more production of melanin. The melanocytes produce more melanin if the person having this kind of dominant trait of this gene for human skin color. If there is no dominant gene, then they are very, very fair, that we can say it as albino. Very fair, because of no melanin production. Here melanin production is there, here more melanin, due to more melanin production, due to increase in melanin production, the skin color is black. Here due to no melanin production, they are albino, completely fair. When their gametes are produced during gametogenesis or gamete formation, the allelic pair, they segregate, and here the same kind of allelic pair will produce, here also same, because these are homozygous condition. Then after crossing in the F1 generation, the result is like this. If you see, this is the result. Capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Here this, if a person having this kind of genotype for human skin color, they are called as intermediate or whitish or dusky color, because they contain 3 dominant and 3 recessive genes. So this is for intermediate. This is if a person having completely dominant gene for skin color, they are black. If they are completely recessive, they are albino. If half dominant and half recessive, they are intermediate or dusky color. What about, because there are, if we see, many skin tone are there. So I am giving you one parameter so that easily you can remember the, depending upon the dominant gene, the skin color. If there is 6 dominant gene, like completely, as you know, AA, BB, CC, then the skin color is black, completely black. If there are 5 dominant and 1 recessive gene, then the skin color is very dark. If 4 dominant gene, then dark. If 3 dominant gene, as we know, if we cross the dominant recessive, then we got the intermediate. So the skin color is intermediate, means whitish color, intermediate. Then if 2 dominant gene, the skin color is fair. If 1 dominant gene, very fair. If no dominant gene, 0 dominant gene, then albino, as we know, the albino is, it is for A, like this, the genotype is AA, BB, CC, and this is the intermediate. Here the genotype is like this, okay, and these are the different parameters in this by which we can identify the human skin tone. Kindly go through this, and this is the example of polygenic inheritance. The definition is there in the word itself. Polygenic means for a single trait there are multiple genes, more than one gene which control a single trait, that is A, B, C for human skin color. Human skin color. This is all about polygenic inheritance. So I have completed pleiotropy and polygenic inheritance in this video. In my next video, I am going to explain you about the genetic disorder. Thank you. Have a nice day.